Rise and shine. It's the morning marijuana motivation time. I'm your host with the mostest, Marquis Saint, and every morning I get up and I see Russian models rolling by. I see sunshine and I see smiles, dude. With morning motivation, I think it's Halloween. Is it Halloween in America? Yeah, it's Halloween in America, or soon to be Halloween in America. And this morning I wanted to talk about Halloween masks. You know, the mask that everybody keeps wearing. You think that it's just an outfit, but I'm here to tell you that it's an alter ego. And I wanted to talk about this subject because I noticed that there's a lot of people that are showing their ego, and it's not their amigo. I don't know if this one's sinking or what, but it's so true that people get into their lives and they show who they really are through their mask, just by dressing up. This is Saints Addiction, leg out, like up. So turns out down here, Vietnam, chilling, doing my morning motivation. I kick it over here with the laptop. I get all my internet done and catch up with all the things. But in a country that really doesn't celebrate or anticipate Halloween. Even last night, there was a girl that was pre-wearing her makeup, and I thought, man, she's zany. Like, there are so many different layers to people that you don't get to see because they tend to hide these things, right? They don't want people to know what they're about. They don't want to be crazy because it might show people who they really are. They don't want to act the fool because, you know what I mean, it makes them feel insecure. But then on Halloween, there's the one night out of the year. Shit, I'm rocking this boat, bro. This thing's rocking the boat. Yep, all this plastic, all this trash going straight in the water, and people are still swimming. Yeah, it's a beautiful view. It's a beautiful view. So it's one of those things that when you go out there into the world, most of us are showing in that first layer, that first mask that you don't want anybody to see. Turns out that's exactly who you really be, right? That's exactly who you really are. Don't, what they say, who you are, shout so loudly I can't even hear you, right? Like, I can barely hear over these waves, but I can still hear some of these things. And this is what ends up happening, right? We dress up for the event. We dress up and go, I'm business casual, or we dress up and we'll be like, I'm extremely slutty, or we dress up and we are extremely scary. We don't want to show those sides to ourselves. We don't want to show that we like watching scary movies or we like doing exciting things or dangerous subjects, We don't want people to actually see that we're fucking crazy, right? We just want to hide those behind the polo shirts or maybe your briefcase or maybe a doctor's uniform. We assume that these are helpful people, right? But we all know nurses are the sluttiest. We all know single moms like to get freaky. They wouldn't have so many babies. And we also know that most serial killers are the ones that are dressed up pretending to be a normal person in their normal life, but they're not normal at all, right? They're just afraid to show who they really are. And that's why I have Saints Addiction, is because I'm an honest sinner. I'm not afraid to show who I really am and what I'm really about and do the morning motivation. They're just playing loud music in here, but I'll get back in here to my table and roll a joint for this beautiful occasion. But yeah, it goes to show that us as people, right? Us as people, we all have different layers to us, multifaceted, multi-diverse, from all different walks of life. So many different countries out here. We got England, we got South Korea, we got Russian, we got India, like people from all over the world. It takes a tribe, right, to build a whole world. And in that's where we come from, right? That's who we want to show the outer world. They're like, if I dress up that way, then it's going to be that way. If I am that way, then I might not show it that way. And then there's also that mask that we were like, yeah, I'd love to be Batman and or Joker, or I'd love to be what's the other chick that's doing the thing? What's the name of her fucking? I can't think of her name right now. Harry Carey? No. What's the one that wears the Bad Daddy shirt from the Joker's girlfriend? I forget her name, but yeah, bro, a lot of us are like that. A lot of us are like that, where we're like, I'm not super slutty till this one night of the year. Or I'm super conservative, and then I'll wear the most wackiest outfit with the wackiest fucking hat with the wackiest wig. I met one chick that she actually travels with wigs. Like, that's her thing, right? She'll go and get her wig and her friends and have like the best time ever just wearing wigs, and she was telling me this last night, and I was just like, it's so interesting how we try to be a certain type of way. We want to walk through this earth with that one mask, like Carl Jung said, that we don't want anybody to know that we're got crazy alternative thoughts, or we're afraid to show that side of ourselves, or the opposite side where they do actually massages on top of the pipe that filters out the water from the street, or that there's even a fucking dirty ass skanky pond full of plastic coming straight from the street with the bad water that's going straight into the ocean, yet people have cognitive dissonance and they swim right by it, right? This is what we do. We separate ourselves. What's up, Laura? I see you. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. This is what we do in our heads, right? We separate ourselves from the outcome or for the judgment or what we think people think of us. And the fact is that we all have a wacky side. And usually we only show it to our friends and family. And then we all have an anger side. And usually we only show it to our friends and family. And then we have a sexual side. And usually we don't show it to our friends and family, but we show it to a lover or someone that doesn't know us. And then all of a sudden our kinky side comes out and we're like, oh, that girl just showed up, right? So it goes to show, with all the beautiful sunshine, clouds, and sky, right, that even this will change, right? Even this will fucking drop down rain. Apparently in Da Nang, it's had the worst flood it's had since 1964. I swear for God, the rain came out of the air for maybe like 3+ hours of just so much fucking water coming from the sky. It was like there was a river in the sky. So these type of things that we tend to hide, we're afraid if somebody looks over at us, oh shit, I gotta shift back into my shell. And then there's actually, what are those things called? Hermit crabs, you know, they just sneak back into their shell. Just we try to hide ourselves, right? We can't hide the clothes that we're wearing. We can't change them fast enough. And we can't hide our personality, but we might morph it so that some people don't see it. And then all of a sudden we want people to not see who we really are, right? We don't want people to see that we think that we're the Joker and put slices up our face and ha 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 ha. I've seen that one. Or what's the Harley Quinn? That's the name. All the Harley Quinn shirts. I can't tell you how many Harley Quinns I've seen. Or maybe it's time to bust out that latex suit. It's like, you got a latex suit, right? You're over there doing faceless porn. They're like, yep, that's me, totally. So it's one of those things where it just goes to show you that there's so much diversity, not only in the world and different people from different countries and different languages and different attitudes and customs, but it's also, we all have a range of fucking emotions, right? We're all capable of being extremely angry and extremely happy, or extremely prejudiced, or extremely open-minded. It just is what it is. And I don't care who you are, somebody's judging you or trying to understand you or manipulate what they think about you. And this is where it happens. This is where it all goes down out here in the world, you know, that even on Halloween, people wear masks, and watch the masks that they wear, because that's the alternative to them, right? That's their alter ego. This is who they wish they could be. It's almost like going back to Fight Club, and he's like this really cool guy that's Brad Pitt and really sexy and really violent. Actually was the result, and hid behind all of his weed dope for us to show up and not have any weaknesses, just show it off and be like, this is who I really am. And if this music's off, I'm gonna roll a joint real quick if I can. But that's not what ends up happening, right? We end up being fucking weird. Let me get in here if I get a chance before. Hopefully working from the ocean, as you can see. This is my office as I please, right? And then we don't want to show who we really are, right? We want to be like, I'm not like that at all. I would never be that way. I would never yell at my kids. I would never have a crazy thought. I would never have a wild mask that I don't want to wear. There's some little morning motivation right there. Instead, we'll be like hiding behind our virtue signaling. We want to show people the photos that we've cultivated and intentionally curated and chosen for people to see and be like, that's who I am. I want you to believe that I'm just a Christian. And then I had the one girl, I think she was on the the Price is Right. No, was the Family Court, and she was like, I go to church every Sunday, and she's like, that's why you cheated on your husband, so you cheated on your husband with his best friend, but you think it's okay because you go to church every Sunday? It's fucking whack and crazy. So we are all whack and crazy. We all have separate thoughts. We all have something that we're signaling to the world and we're hoping that they believe. But the truth is there's a different Halloween mask that everybody wears, and they're just trying to hide it. So on Halloween, I wanted to talk about Halloween masks. I wanted to talk about faceless porn. I wanted to talk about hiding behind the virtual signaling that we want everybody else to believe. Join We Club, and actually be who you actually are. So that's the bravery of it. If you can actually be who you are and say who you want to be, even in front of strangers, even when they're watching me go live and do my thing, it's all part of the plan. You know what I'm saying? It's all part of who we are. It's just that we don't want to, oh no, don't be going to blow away now. Hold up, bitch, hold up. Don't be blowing away my weed now. Hold up. That we want to be perfect, and there's no wrinkles, and there's no freckles, and there's no death, and there's no sickness. But the truth is it's all part of the human plan. Sometimes you're really healthy and feeling vibrant, and things are working your way, and then sometimes it's just all falling apart, and you need some mental help and a psychologist. It's like part of everybody. So everybody is the Joker, everybody is Batman, everybody has a dual life and duality that you don't get to see, but it's true. It's all part of the plan. It's all part of who we are and what we do. Even me getting back on my cigarette game, I shouldn't be smoking tobacco, but I be getting addictions, and I'm back on that case. I can't say that I'm fully sober because that's just not the case, and that's part of the mask. It's part of my curated content, my damn self, that I don't want to smoke on my lives, but I will smoke this weed. And I'm glad that the music went off because they be playing it loud and it's all shitty. It's like blues and shit, and I'm just like, God damn it, I love hanging out here, ordering $1 shake and eating my food. I think my meal cost from yesterday about $4 US, $5 US from everything that I ate, from having papaya shakes to what did I eat? Tuna sandwiches or whatever it is. You know what I mean? It's always part of the routine. Is just getting up in the morning, getting to the computer, handling my business, making shit a reality, and then going off with my day. You know what I mean? Like just fucking making my way into a lifestyle that I wanted to. Instead of faking it, I get up in the morning and I come out here to the ocean and I thank it. I don't want to fake, I want to thank. Oh, come on. Let's roll some morning motivation, and then let's go back to the ocean and let's get it on. So it just shows to show you that there's so many masks you think people are wearing just once a day. They're wearing it all day, every day. It's not just Halloween. It's every fucking day. It's the judgment in our eyes. It's the eye contact. It's the outfit. It's the vibe. It's all those things that you think that you hide, and all of us think that we're so clever at hiding, but we all see, dude. It was almost like the Russian whore that was coming out of the bedroom, and then she was acting like she didn't speak English anymore. She can hang out with me, and then all of a sudden I caught her coming out of the homie's room about 4 or 5 different times. It's like the walk of shame. Nobody wants to have shame, nobody wants to have blame, nobody wants to be seen in that light. But the truth of it is everybody sees. We all see each other doing the walk of shame. We all see each other wearing weird outfits. We all fucking tend to want to hide behind it, and the truth is it's like you are being seen. It's really happening. And let's go smoke this morning motivation real quick and have the rest of this conversation. Join We Club. It's your boy Marky Saint. Fit as fuck. Let's go before the music starts, yo. Let me get this going. I love smoking weed. Here in Vietnam, they really don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty fucking cool. You can go get a massage over a dirty fucking sewage pipe. The water isn't as clear as Thailand, I can tell you that. And then you can just go chill, even though you see your Russian model who's supposed to model for me cancel or reject my offer this morning, right? So just one of those things. Bless up, everybody. Enjoy your day. Yes, blessed. I love my life, man. Just so fucking made my life into this reality where I can smoke weed, get on my laptop, finish my work, make money internationally, and enjoy cheap meals and cheap internet for $5 a day. Come on now. Come on now. Life is what you make it. not what you fake it. So it's one of those times where you have to face a reality in your mind, in your life, and in your soul and say, is this really me? Or am I just trying to virtue signaling that I have a lifestyle that I don't really bring, or that I can afford things that I really can't and I just borrow it on credit, or that I fake it until I make it and I hope that other people believe it? Or do you actually live it? You know what I mean? Like, I'm actually living it. I lost the weight, you know what I'm saying? 30 pounds off my waist, all that fat around my heart, on my heart from the start. I love living by the beach. I love being able to just put on my flip-flops, not have to worry about fucking the cold. We talked about it last night, just how much I hate the cold in the process of doing on with the shoes, off with the shoes. Now I got to wear a long sleeve. Now I got to wear a hoodie. Now I got to wear a vest. And then I got to go out to my car and knock all the fucking snow off? No way. No, thank you. So I chose this lifestyle because it made me happy. And there's so few things in life that really make us happy. Maybe one day out of the year you get to be who you really are and put on the mask and do the Halloween thing. Or when people watch me when I'm on my live and they're just staring at me, you know, I'm just gonna stare at them. This weird dude with a young Asian chick, you know, he can't hide it. You know, he can't hide the fact that he was talking all last night about derivatives and percentages, and she had no clue what he was talking about. At one point you're like, yeah, I got a wife, but you got a wife that doesn't speak your native tongue. And yeah, you think you're cool hanging out at the bars, drinking beer every night, but those are some of the loneliest people in the world. You know, they're afraid to go home. They don't want to go to an empty apartment, and so they're scared. And this is what ends up happening. We end up hiding behind these masks because of fear. And this is why I'm bringing it up, because if you're brave enough to take off your mask and show the world your skull that's behind you, you know, skulls are big on Halloween, then all of a sudden people are like, okay, I see what you're saying, you know? I see the crazy in people. I can see the lonely in people. And I can see the dichotomy in everyone. So it just goes to show that most people don't show who they really are. They're only going to show you what they want you to believe instead of who they actually are. That's me spitting. And actually their weaknesses, right? We all have weaknesses. We all have to take a shit in the morning. Not so pretty, right? We all have an angry side. Definitely not cute. And we all like to hide. We're very curious creatures like that. That's why people prefer voyeurism. That's why they like faceless porn. We like looking through the peephole. It's the excitement of almost getting caught. And on Halloween, they don't mind getting caught. They're out and about going like, this is my freak side, this is my weird side, this is my funny side. You know, they might hide and you're like, I never thought you were like that. And then all of a sudden, they're very much about it. All of a sudden, you see their true colors, and that's where Saint's Addiction was born. It was born much like a beach like this. I sat off by myself, and I said, you know what, Mark, I'm so happy. How do I keep this going? You know, rubbing my knees, rocking back and forth. You know, I'm smart enough. You know, I got 10 fingers, I got 10 toes, I got a pretty face. Let me do something with my life, my body, and my mind, mind, body, and soul, so I can come up with something that I'm proud of, you know? And I said, I want to go around the world with my designs, and I did. I brought them with me and stickers. I'm gonna give one to this Russian chick and see if I can't get a picture of her butt. But it's one of those things where this is my reality. I pulled it from my mind and I said, I want to be by the beach, cracking the laptop. I want the laptop to match the view, right? You know, and on my screensaver, it's a screensaver of a beach. It just so happened to come that way. I didn't set it, but that's my vision come to reality. It's not a dystopia. It's not a fallacy. It's not something that I made up in my brain. It's my actual reality. I'm glad I brought my lighter. Hold on. Yep, Stoners Unite, baby. Weed Club is worldwide. And that way I can tell you about all the weed laws, all the weed prices, and weed quality. So that way, weed equality. So that way you will know whenever you go what it's really like. So it's one of those things that I've been in my mind talking about. I'm going to go do a live from the beach. And I've been here almost like 3 weeks and I still haven't done the live from the beach, but I needed their Wi-Fi. I needed to sit down and be able to ride. I do my homework. I get finished what I need to get done, and I smoke my weed while I do it. It's very chill. I order a fucking $1 shake or $2 shake. I order a meal. I can get basically eggs and baguettes. I can get bacon sometimes. What else? A lot of fried rice with like shrimp and squid and a lot of pho. Last night we even got fried wontons and fucking ate it up, and that was nice, you know. So it's all part of the plan, baby. It's all in the works. It's just how much you believe in it, how far you want to go with it. If you're not afraid to fucking show it, you know, because most of us, we're afraid to show even ourselves how brave we are. All right, we're not willing to show ourselves. Our brains will shut off and be like, that's impossible. You can't live around the world and make shirts and make a business that works and brings in income, so it's not all outcomes, so you can live here longer. This was my plan, you know. I don't know what your dream is, but you got to be able to be brave enough to take your mask off and go, all right, self, true self, are you willing to put in the work? And that's what it is. That's the big fucking difference. It says, are you willing to put in the work? And most people, they're not willing to change a bad habit. They're not willing to quit their cycles. And they're not willing to take on different personality traits to be able to achieve this kind of lifestyle. They're going to want to be staying at home where they're comfortable and go, I am safe on this couch. Even though their dreams are going to die, that's where comfort levels go. What's up, Krishna? I just saw you now, dude. I'm now in Pho Quoc, Vietnam. I should have announced that. This is all Vietnam, baby. You know, all the Russians, South Koreans, Indians, you know, all of them coming here, swimming next to this pipe with the sewage coming from the street. Oh, it's nasty. So anyway, this is part of the plan, man. I had the biggest dream. I said I wanted to. I love my life! Oh. I wanted to get up on my own time without a boss, you know, work on things at my own pace, go up to beautiful models from Russia. I'm going to go over there and talk to her now, give her sticker. Actually, that's will probably be what I need to do right now. I just saw her, but yeah, I'm going to go alive and you can see my bravery in motherfucking action, baby. Hold tight. Hopefully this music doesn't fucking get me while I'm on the thing, but yeah. Get off this microphone. This is why I'm outside. I didn't want to be next to the radio so it'll get flagged, you know, like they'll think that I'm fucking on it with fucking Tina Turner when they play like the worst music here. But yeah, watch this. Your boy Saint. I'm gonna go up the model. I just saw her. Watch this. I got you. That's your sticker.
Mm-hmm.
So Vegas Vice, like Miami Vice.
Хорошо.
Yeah. And wherever you put it, you know?
Пиши.
Yeah, like if you put it on your laptop or your bike or home, take picture for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, where you put the sticker.
Хорошо.
Put it in Russia.
Okay.
Yes, thanks, babes. Here. Yes. And I was thinking you could be folded up like this.
Хорошо.
The sticker.
Mm-hmm.
Like this. On the beach. Like this. Same.
Хорошо, я подумаю.
Yeah, and then take pictures.
Maybe.
That's it.
Maybe.
Just one picture.
Maybe.
Maybe. I appreciate you, babes. Thank you. So, yeah, that's it. Your boy Marky say, up in the reliable models, baby. Living my blessed life, you know, getting on the swings and doing my things, you know. Let's get on this thing. Yes, bless, baby. Let's go for a swing. Nothing's better than ease your brain. It seems so easy, but, you know, it's one of those things that, you know, you gotta be a little childlike It frees up so much dopamine. Us as adults, we forget these things, and we do these things. And I already had a vision for this sticker. I was going to give it to her like as promised. I just gave it to her now. She said she didn't want to take pictures because her husband might find out. I just want to see her ass on this beach, that butt on the beach with this view, you know, and enjoying life. So that would be the ultimate shot. Vegas Vice made it all the way to Vietnam. And I do these things, man. I go talk to the hot chicks. I make sure I get the Instagrams or the WhatsApps. I make sure that they take pictures, or I put the shirt on them. And that's all it is, I just keep marketing around the world and building my dreams and talking to beautiful women and eating awesome food. And that's my mask, fuck it, mask off. Sometimes it was homeless, sometimes it was hungry, and that's the truth of it. Sometimes it was gasless, I didn't even have the gas sometimes to go over to some of these places that I was. And yeah, it ended up fucking me up, and I just wanted it more than anybody. I wanted never to give up. I believed in my dream, and it is a dream to be able to fucking come out here and look at the beach and just crack my laptop and keep doing some work. So people keep me going. My print and hour business is tremendous, and my team there too, taking care of it and getting it done in less than an hour, print an hour. And with delivery, bro, stop it. You wish you could cop it. You wish that you could fucking be here right now with the beach, even with the prying eyes. It's all part of the plan, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just grateful to have this life. I'm just grateful to have this body, this mind, and to be able to meet up with my friends in Thailand and then go play some frisbee and then do some things, you know what I mean? So the business keeps growing. We're almost done with Site in a Sec. Showing it off at the bar last night was a really good effect. Miles got to see his hard work persevere, and people to actually see it working and literally launching another website. One was 22 seconds and one was 30 seconds. Literally Site in a Sec, and it populates all the fucking photos, does all the words, and even gives you a contact list at the bottom, bro. Come on now. And he needed to hear those accolades. He needed to hear it from real people that all the work pays off and people are excited and super interested in it. They're like, wow, that's cool. I want to build a website with you. So to achieve, what was it? I think it's 15 grand. We need 333 subscribers paying 15 bucks a month, and we're making 15 grand a month. So that's the goal. I don't want to put a time limit on it, y'all, but we work on it every day from this beautiful island with this beautiful cool breeze airing off my body and the waves crashing around me. It soothes the soul, bro. They say it lowers your heart rate by like 80% just by being by the water for 5 minutes. So it's been a full-on trip. I'm super grateful. I'm grateful that the music is off. I'm grateful that I'm nice and high on a slide. What is this? This is on a swing. You know what I mean? And being able to live this life, just super chill. I'm about to go order me some mango smoothie, and I'm about to finish the rest of my work. I got a couple messages that have popped up, but this is what it is, bro. This is the dream and reality. Peace and love. And as always, Chigathon. That means goodbye, but not forever and finish. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, and subscribe. The other side of your fear, the other side of your excuses, and the other side of the world, because that's where I'll be. Peace. Oh, that's lovely.